The scenario we're going to be playing today is called Fire Support. It is number 4 from the 2015 package, and in this one it has Kill Box. You need 5 points to win. You get 1 for dominating the friendly flag. You get 1 control point for controlling the enemy flag, and you can dominate also for 2, but it's being contested by the enemy objective, which you can also destroy for 1 point. Alright guys, this is the last game of Season 1 of War Machine Wednesday. Expect some interesting things for Season 2, but this is going to be great. On the left side, we have Matthew. He is the local press ganger, and he is running Durst, so brand new character for Menoth. And on the right, we have Mark, who is trying to be a press ganger, and he is running the new twins for Legion, Rias and Saren. So really great. You know, we got these 2 brand new casters. These aren't proxied. They're the actual models. They've been all painted up, and pretty much is a fully painted game. There's just a few unpainted Menoth models, but yeah, it should be really interesting. So the initiative was won by Mark and his Legion, and he won first turn. So Matthew got to pick what side he wanted. He wanted to go over here on the left because that forest will mean that well, basically means the Legion won't have it, so that'll be really good. The ruins on the top right there, those are going to be treated as just regular obstructions. You can't really go through it. But now we're going to see the deployment there on the right. Of course, he has Zuriel, because with the twins, you get both the benefits. So you get the arc node and stealth. It's a great thing to have. Now, there is Roven on the other side, so that they can kind of get around that a little bit. So you can't just go like, I'm stealth, I'm invincible. But you can see there that he's pretty much going down the middle, and then Raptors are looking to flank at the top. Now, Durst is running 3 jacks here with the Templar and the 2 Reckoners, and it's going to be pretty interesting. He also has the Exemplars in the front. There's no Defender's Ward or anything here to make them insane, but I mean, Exemplars, they're still pretty cool. He also has both Seneschals mixed in there as well, which might be kind of hard to see, but they're more along the bottom. So, Legion going first, they're really all just kind of running up the board. He is going to be putting stealth onto the swordsman eventually. He also has Fianna the Lash, which I've never seen being used before. It's flanking hard on the bottom. You can just barely see it there. Raptors move up. You can see the Shredder going up. I mean, pretty much everything runs up, and I think there's some tenacities and stuff put out, but really, the only thing that really matters is that occultation, which is going up onto the swordsman. Because, I mean, defense 14 is nice, but automatically missing those shots will be even better. So that's really going to be a Legion turn 1. Now we're going back over to the Menoth, and he's going to be advancing with the Errants. Now, he could have ran up and stuff like that. Advancing, he's not going to shoot anything, but the main thing is he's going to be staying out of the charge range of those swordsmen. Otherwise, Durst is going to go up. He's going to do his little, spells so that stuff around him is better for the jacks and all that fancy stuff he does. Of course, not casting feet yet or anything like that. Might as well hold on to that one. But everything's kind of going up as a big mass. Reckoners, one's going as a proxy base, but otherwise you can see the Templars a little bit further up there. And as far as I remember, other than the one spell that Durst puts on himself, that's really it. And I think it's the one that means, though, that he's not moved and jacks around him aren't moved. Oh, maybe that's a stance. I don't know. He's a new caster, guys. But either way, now we're on to Legion turn 2. And with this now, he sees that he's going to get some shots and some choir and stuff. So the Raptors are a little bit spaced out. I think they're a little bit closer. I could have done more. But all they really get to kill is one choir guy. But, I mean, they're going to be a real pain being in that back there. Lash runs and gets over here on the other side of the woods. The Black Frost Shard moves up, and they're going to stealth themselves. And then the swordsmen go. And they're pretty much just going to all run up there. I think he tried one charge, and it was short. Maybe he actually got one charge in there. But for the most part, guys, these guys are all running. And he's trying to run 2 lines here and being careful about it. Because when he kills, with his exemplars, they're going to get quick work and get another shot. So with the occultation, he wants to be more than 5 inches away so that they can't really get any work out of their quick work. Otherwise, Saren does have Psychic Vampire up, and she kind of moves up a bit with the little shield guard following behind. Naga going down. I really expected the Zerial just to fly right up there and get, dangerous and go after these exemplars, but he's being really careful, and I can't really blame him because, those Menoth jacks can really shoot you down, and again, Rovan can help them and get True Sight, and then with a little extra shot from a Vassal, you can do a lot of pain to Zerial even when he's stealth. So that's that. Now we're going back over to the Menoth turn 2. You could start scoring, but it probably won't be any scoring on this turn, and first thing that's going on is the Exemplars trying to attack. They need 7s a hit, but if they hit, they're probably going to kill. And, they do pretty well. There's a lot of attacks there. The quick work doesn't do anything really, but he does kill a good number of the swordsmen. After that, Gorman's going to go up, put up a cloud. He actually has a Reclaimer back there as well, so that's kind of interesting. I haven't seen that guy for a while. And here this happens, and it just turns out that the Seneschal has Hunter and Pathfinder, so it actually charges over and kills the Lash. So much for that. I was really expecting neat things, but in solo versus solo combat, yeah, it wins. Reckoner does something funny here, where it shoots at the one Raptor there, and then rolls double ones for damage, so it actually lives. I believe this will be Durst's feet turn though, so you're going to see that massive token come down, and so that one, for those who don't remember, it's like +5 armor for all your jacks, and whatever they're in base to base with for warrior models, they can pass over any hits to the jack. Now, the formation isn't perfect. They're covering some guys, most importantly Durst, but a lot of the Exemplars are out of that. So I really expected Mark here to really clean up these Exemplars and just take them off. But the Raptors are going to come around first and shoot, and doing their best, actually getting in there, killing a little bit more of these guys. I really thought that he was going to get a lot more better shots than he did. But, things like that rack was perfectly set up to block the one shot, so that guy really didn't have anything. And then the other shots, they're a little bit far away. So again, the Raptors, I think they killed like one more Choir. They tried to kill the Reclaimer, but only did like 2 blocks. There are some bad dice involved too. But, they're getting further behind the lines. They're getting more dangerous. Now the Swordsmen are going to go, and this is where I learned an interesting interaction. I always know that these guys with the UA have cleave, so 2 attacks, but they only get that second attack if they destroy a model. And with these guys sacrificing to another model, it really reduces it, because they're only going to get the 1 attack, and then you're taking away guys that other ones would attack. So all those swordsmen are up there, but they really didn't do that much. Again, I think maybe Zerial could have gone up and done some better sprays, but this didn't really happen. Naga comes up and he boosts a shot, but he misses. Or maybe he hit. I don't think he hit. Anyway, now he's coming up here with a Black Frost Shard. They're starting to shoot this guy, and again, some bad dice, so he doesn't even kill the Seneschal. And yeah, after looking over some things, there wasn't very much you could do. I really thought he'd be getting a lot more done, but that sacrificing of the errands, he just kind of got stopped there. And so now this will be kind of a dangerous spot to be, because Menoth can really clean up from this point. They have to be worried about those Raptors behind them, but otherwise, this is where a lot of those swordsmen could die, and Zerial, where he is, could be killed. And that's what Matthew was saying, is that he was going to try killing Zerial and the Naga this turn. And if that actually happens, that would be a really big blow. So first, the Seneschal just walks over and attacks, and he misses. Then he's going to be starting to go with his Exemplars, and they're going to start hacking away at these guys here. So after some movements, he actually takes a free strike, I believe, from a Weapon Master and lives, because again, Mark's dice, you can see them there, double 1s and a 3. And now he's starting to roll these attacks, and just massive attacks. These guys are eventually going to start going down. So he did not kill as much as he kind of thought. He also had a model in a way, so he's going to have to try and kill one of his own guys. Choir, of course, coming up and singing battle. I believe this one here, the Reclaimer, also gave 3 focus to the Templar, so he's loving that. Durst is coming over, stabbing a guy that was in the way. Also putting up Boundless Charge, and now that Templar is going to be charging over the wall, thanks to Boundless Charge, into Zerial. And at first, he misses the charge attack and does like no damage with the shield, and then some bad damage with his first one. But then his last 2 attacks were double six, and he kills Zerial. So there's the first part of what he was hoping to do. The main beast from the Legion already out of the game, so that's not good. And now he's going to be going here with the one Exemplar Seneschal, with, of course, his charging Weapon Master, and it's going to hit this guy twice, proc the Combo Smite Slam, and actually kill the Naga. So he's killed both those beasts. It's really not looking good for Legion now. A shot there goes into the Abbot, and he actually survives, because again, this game is all about swings. It seems you can only get double 6s or double 1s. Otherwise, he has one of Rovin's guard run over and just engage one of the Raptors. The Reckoners are trying to take some shots, not really getting too effective. And that's really going to be it. So now we're going to go to the Legion turn, and like we said, he really need to get more done. Now, I was wondering if this is going to be an assassination turn, because one of the things that Rias can do in Saren is that Saren, you do a run charge, and Saren runs all the way to Durst. Then you pop feet, Rias jumps over there, and you can try for that assassination, especially if the Raptors shoot first. So that's what the Raptors do. They do one shot to Durst, don't do very much, and then they try and kill the other models. So right away, when he started shooting at other things, I thought, oh, I don't think Mark's going for the assassination. So he picks away a little bit of support, and then he's going to back away again. His swordsmen tried to do what they could, but he's starting to run out of swordsmen. And then he actually starts looking at how he's going to deal with his Templar. So after he looks for a bit, I believe the next thing will be the Black Frost Shard, which is going to come over and start taking shots. So the one is going to go there and do like the harm or the kiss, and then the other 2 are going to be attacking the models over here, the Exemplar and the Seneschal. And yeah, he kills off one guy, but the Seneschal lives. So one Seneschal dies, the other Seneschal lives. Now, after he did that, he is going to be coming over here with the big guy. He's going to go and stab Gorman, get rid of him, and do a couple of attacks into the Templar, but, you know, not very much damage. Then Saren and Rias are going to go, and yeah, the way this is going to work is they're going to be doing the mark for death. Rias is going to be coming over here and attacking, and after all the Fury's done, it was just not going their way. He didn't get critical decapitation on the first attack, and then the second one he did get it, and then he did no damage. So again, dice being kind of crazy, and now it's looking really bad because we're back to Menoth turn, and he has the caster standing right there with a working Templar right there, which got 3 focus and battle. So that could be end game. We'll have to kind of see what happens. Otherwise, make some attacks with the Seneschal. Doesn't really happen. I believe he took a free strike just so that he could fill up the Reclaimer and then pass it off. The one what is it? Reckoner barely got enough room here to go after the last light here for Legion. And of course, you know what's going to happen here. Smack, smack, smack. And now Legion has no transfers. Or maybe there's a Shredder somewhere. No, the Shredder died earlier to a Reckoner shot on like turn 2 or turn 1. So, yeah. No more beasts, no more transfers, and now things are looking really bad. So Durst will come up here, do a little bit of shooting. Or not shooting, stabbing. Now, of course, he has a thing like Thagrosh 2, so whatever he stabs explodes into a cloud. Otherwise, Rovin goes over and actually kills a guy. And now he's going to be going to the Templar, and he boosts the hit, misses, buys an attack, and then with that, he's going to do a big smack. Actually hits Saren, but Saren is going to be passing it off to Rias because they can actually transfer to each other, and that's going to kill Rias. So Rias dead, things looking really bad for Legion, but we're back to Legion's turn again, and they need to find some way to make this work. And the Raptors might be hard to actually do anything because they're pretty tied up with Rovin and their company right now. So he looks at this for a while. The Raptors be very careful to get around. And yeah, it turns out he's not even really going after Durst. He's shooting some of these other guys. So he actually shoots a little bit of the support there, and then actually just moves in to Rovin. So I don't know. You kind of want to do that because you want to lock them down. But now the Raptors will be kind of out of the game. Now we're back to Saren, and we're going to be popping her feet. So what happened is that there was a triple ice cage onto the Templar to make it stationary. Then Saren ran away and popped feet to get Rias back. And time is starting to get really bad for Legion too. I mean, things have been so bad for Legion that he's had to really go into the tank. And because of that, time is getting pretty low. So the Templar, I thought, would come over here and just kill Saren. No, it just killed the objective. So that'll put him up 1 point. Now Durst is going to go. Well, after a Reckoner walks out of the way and takes a shot and kills one of these guys. So he's going to come up here to the flag. He's going to kill the last guy here. And now he's going to score defensively on his own flag and be at 2 points. Meanwhile, he's going to shoot down another Raptor. So the Raptor's really in a bad spot. Some other attacks down here kill some of the Black Frost Shard. And now we're back to Legion, and he's like all in. I just want to kill this goddamn Templar. So he's going to attack. And I can't even remember if he even destroys it, but he's going to... No, he doesn't destroy it. He does some good damage, but that means he's going to score again. So it's going to be 3-0 at this point. And actually, the Menoth player just kind of sat around. He went up to 4-0, and then after that was done, kind of just passed the turn, clock went out, and he wins by time. So I hope you guys like watching that. It was a fun one for me to watch, especially seeing these new characters in action. And it did turn out to be pretty one-sided. I do think Legion kind of had their shots with that one assassination, but again, it wasn't a great one. So Mark was saying that he's still really playing with the list, trying to find what's the right one to use. So you guys watching, if you have any good thoughts on how the game went down, what you would have done differently, how you would have built the list differently, let me know. Pass it on. I'll pass it on to them. And either way, guys, thanks for watching. And next week will be Season 2. Expect a little bit of a change format, and we'll catch you then. Bye.